So I'm going to kind of try to keep this really simple. So this is the table of contents for fight studying that we're going to go over today. So why, basic structure, what to look for, this month's focus, and path of doing. So in terms of the why, no one can teach you how to see, you just see. For me, this is personally a chance to practice film study with a group of people actively. So you get the ability to learn how to build things for skill acquisition, and I get the ability to have people to observe for future. So it's like 3 eyes are better than one. It's like the understanding when it comes to the context of the people we study. It's like we are still amateur fighters, so our fights are judged by cardio and output over skill. I still argue that it's not worthless to study these effective fighters of past. So for now, I'm planning on just keeping the group small for now. So in terms of the basic structure on how we're going to approach this is we're going to prioritize in terms of films is the actual fight over the main person's breakdowns and teachings, and the least prioritizes other people's breakdowns. It's the same understanding of like how you see on Instagram all these breakdowns for, oh, this is how you throw to 1-2 and all these other systems, which is just like 1,000 different systems. Oh, pendulum step and all this bullshit. It is way better to watch an actual fight and see the best practices and what is being done. In terms of skill acquisition, the best manner in building and having it to a point where it's just like water with your skill is 1 to 3 months for building a specific foundational skill. Refer to the screenshots I sent you on drilling. So the basic structure for drilling is the system of shadow boxing, moving that into bag work, moving that bag work into task-based games with the partner, then moving that into technical sparring, then open sparring with the focus still on your foundational skills, and then finally moving into fight day. At the end of the day, when it comes to fighting, it's all just systems upon systems, and systems are merely just a series of actions. A good book to check out is Atomic Habits when it comes to this subject. Below you can see the breakdown for what is meant by IM and ST. So IM is like isolated mechanics. So it's like, oh, we want to improve our jab without flaring our elbows. And then there's single technique. Single technique refers to, like, say, for example, jabbing and catching only. So what to look for during fights. My approach for looking for how to look at fights, number 1 would be the house approach. What would you consider first when it comes to building a house? That would be the basement. That is the foundational piece before you start building the first floor, the windows, siding, roofing, all that stuff. So it's the same way in terms of boxing. What do you look at? The feet, how stance and base is, how the weight placement is on that feet. Is it 70-30? Is it 60-40? How is he moving dynamically to set up his body shots? Is he putting that weight on the front foot? Then you go into hand placement. Then you go into head movement and all these other systems and how you've understood fight game. Look at what is happening before, during, and after exchanges. So exchanges is the same idea in chess, where it's like you have those moments of battles. And in the sense of fighting, it's like those moments where it's like a firefight and punches are being thrown finally from the midst of waiting. So you're looking at how it got set up before, what's happening during that exchange that he's doing well, and then how did he exit out of that exchange to keep himself safe. What did he do in exchanges where it was not feasible for him? The third thing to consider when it comes to looking at a fight is how would you score that round? What is the system the fight is scored on? Is it scored on traditional Muay Thai, which is focused on composure, and effective strikes? Or is it focused on how aggressive you are and your output? Finally, look at what the opponent is doing well. What is he providing in terms of opportunities, like bad habits? Is he dropping his hands? Is he crossing his feet? What is he doing that is giving opportunity to win on him? In terms of Samart, he is up there with the Muay Thai legends such as Saenchai and Lordzilla, Dragon Leg, Diesel Noi. He's one of the Muay Thai legends, and he's super high in terms of fight IQ and really easy to study because not only does he have his fights already uploaded, he's well documented on YouTube, actually. So it'll be really easy for us to learn from. Again, I tell you to focus first on his fights, then his YouTube teachings, and then finally other breakdowns for preservation of pure observation. Actually, Max Holloway went to train under him. I don't remember which fight it was, but he went to train under him, and the striking system really improved because he focused on balance. Again, in terms of considerations, traditional Muay Thai isn't what it is now, especially in one championships, where it's just the form follows aggressive stand and bang and CTE. So it doesn't throw away what he offers, but keep that into consideration for your own personal concerns. At the end of the day, we're going to be asking, this is a really good question to ask you after you watch all these fights, is what is the smallest thing you can drill that would be most effective? So I'm going to be sharing my notes on Sunday with links to the fights for further implementation. So try to create your own takeaways before then that we can share notes on and finally come up with a drilling set for future sessions we study for and work together for. So whether you end up doing film studies on your own instead of doing them together, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to provide this opportunity that we can do it together, So thank you.